Hey everybody, Bloodmoon Bobby here, and as promised, I'm going to be taking a look at Peacock tonight. So yes, Peacock, this is NBC Universal's competitor to the likes of Disney Plus and HBO Max. I think for certain Xfinity customers, it's been available for a while, but for mere mortals and much of the rest of the world, it's now available. So I'm going to be looking at the free version of Peacock today. Yes, there is a free ad-supported version that doesn't give access to every single piece of content, but hopefully it'll be substantial enough. And there are paid versions of Peacock. There's Peacock Premium, which costs $4.99 a month and allows access to all of Peacock's content, albeit with advertisements. And there's also Peacock Premium Plus, save that 3 times fast, which costs $9.99 per month and allows ad-free access to its content. So in comparison, you could say that Peacock Premium's price are somewhere between, depending on which tier you pick, it's somewhere between the prices of Disney Plus and HBO Max. So in this video, I'm going to show you what it's like to sign up. I'm using Windows 10 using Google Chrome to sign up, so let's go ahead and start watching now. They're asking, they did say for the free version you don't have to put in a credit card, so I'm gonna have to censor this information. Okay, so I can create an account, save that. All right, so it's basically going to be a lot like my HBO Max video where I just briefly go over what content I can get. I'm mainly just showing people what you can watch for free, and hopefully it's not like you only get a small handful. I see 30 Rock. It's here. Psych 2. I watched a couple episodes of Psych when I was in high school. Not really a fan. America's Got Talent, Below Deck, Jurassic Park. By the way, if you see content that has a purple feather on it, that means that you can only access it using a Peacock, one of the premium tiers. So just keep that in mind. So we'll go through. I see Downton Abbey, Everybody Hates Chris, Parks and Rec. I know Parks and Rec was a popular a show back when I was in college. Ooh, looks like Superstore is one of those shows that you're gonna need Peacock Premium, because you could see it has this purple feather in the corner. So you gotta keep that in mind if you're a Superstore fan. So movies, I see The Bourne Identity, Phantom Thread, The Matrix. This is one of the things that I was thinking about, because when I checked out HBO Max, I noticed that a few of the titles weren't from Warner Media. In this case, ironically, the Matrix films come from Warner, so it does look like it's not just strictly Universal movies. I think much of the content is going to be from NBC Universal, Universal Pictures, DreamWorks, and the studios under that umbrella, but you may see a few titles here and there. The reason being is for, I mentioned in a previous video, you're kidding me, Shrek requires a premium subscription? I mean, not that it's a bad thing, I like the first Shrek, but it's just like, you would think that because it's still a popular movie, it would be one of those where you wouldn't need a premium subscription. So I don't know. I am thinking that maybe somewhere down the line, I do notice that a lot of the Peacock original shows don't have the purple feather, so it looks like you can watch them for free. But what I'm thinking down the line is if Peacock gets some kind of like really extremely popular new show, or some kind of really potentially popular or original content, kind of like what Disney Plus is doing with Hamilton. I'm kind of wondering if somewhere down the line they may put that behind that premium paywall as a way of saying, if you want to watch this really popular movie or this really popular TV show based on your favorite franchise, you're going to need to have that purple feather. Although right now it seems like much of the originals don't require that. So yeah. Reservoir Dogs, I do remember seeing that movie back when I saw it with my friends Steven and Gabby a while ago. So more comedic shows, SNL, AP Bio. see. Drama shows, Suits, Monk, Psych. I'm just gonna keep coming across Psych, am I? Heroes, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Let's see more movies. The Jurassic Park films. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Good Shepherd. So you do actually get a decent amount of content for free. I was kind of concerned that that it would only be a small handful, but it looks like much of the content you can access as long as you have a free Peacock subscription. And content getting ready for the Tokyo Olympics, which was pushed back to 2021, as well as some that are in relation to past Olympics, like I see a documentary on the 1988 Calgary Games, Spanish language content, kid shows. Let's see, Woody Woodpecker, Pac-Man. You're probably going to see a lot of DreamWorks shows. I just noticed Dragons Riders of Berk requires a Peacock Premium subscription. Yeah. Oh wow, they even have a dedicated section for content where you need the premium subscription to watch. So we can see. Oh my God, Ted requires a premium subscription. Okay. And let's see what else. I think I'll also briefly go over the movie section. Whoops. I'll go over the movie section as well as maybe some of the TV shows. I'll go through TV shows, the TV shows, movies, and kids sections here. If you want to check out the rest, you can. I'll let you do that on your own time. And so, currently going through current TV. I'm noticing a lot of NBC shows. Some of them are more third-party content, like I see Downton Abbey is on here as well. If you see your favorite TV show or movie, you can let me know down below in the comments. I'm not going to be taking reviews for Peacock content for now because I'm currently working my way through reviewing Amphibia and also getting through the episodes of The Owl House. If I manage to finish up the first season of Amphibia in the near future, I'll consider coming back to Peacock and seeing which TV shows and movies I would like to look at. Let's actually check out movies. I think when it comes to Universal, I'm mostly interested in Universal for its movies. So any titles that we didn't see yet, I see The Mummy. What's an action adventure? Jonah Hex. Sting, classic movie. Stanley Kubrick's Spartacus. Feel good features. I see Shrek once again. But again, it requires the premium subscription. Ooh. Hitchcock movies. I know I really need to get my act together and see more Hitchcock films. I saw Rear Window back in college when I took a film class. It's kind of a slowish movie by today's standards, but I think it's a really ingenious film in terms of the writing and the acting. See The Birds. I have kind of childhood memories of The Birds. I remember my mom really wanted me to watch that movie, but I was scared because I was like, no, there's blood when the birds go pecking around people. But if you're a Hitchcock fan, ooh, wow, surprising a lot of the movies require a premium subscription, but movies like Rear Window, Vertigo, Psycho, The Birds, arguably 4 of Hitchcock's most famous movies, are available for free. Just noticed that Rope requires a premium subscription. Okay. You could watch Howard the Duck for free. Again, free with ads, so keep that in mind. The two sort of downsides of the free version of Peacock is you have to watch ads, and also you're not going to be able to access all of the content per se. Nicolas Cage. It's funny they mentioned Nicolas Cage, and yet I'm not overly familiar with those films in particular. Sure, ooh. Knows a lot of the monster movies. Land Before Time, one of the 3 million sequels of The Land Before Time. I hope they have the first film, which is a classic in my eyes. VeggieTales. Again, horror movies, Dracula, Frankenstein. If James Rolfe was here right now, I'm sure he'd be over the moon to see much of these movies. Son of Frankenstein. Okay. Sorry for a second, I just needed to move my computer. So I just looked at the movies. Let's go in the kids section. I'm wondering, where's do they have a specific section for DreamWorks movies? Where's Waldo Show? Let's see, movie night. I was kind of expecting, I might actually do a quick search for the DreamWorks and Illumination movies, because those are the two kinds of movies that I tend to cover the most. Like, what if you type DreamWorks and, oh. You can't type the name of the studio? What about, let's say, Illumination? No. Despicable Me. Huh, at least as of now, I'm kind of surprised. You would think that they would include the Illumination films. At least on my end, I don't see them here. The Secret Life of Pets. Just guess I'm just going to be playing around with the search section for a bit. Shrek, is it just the first film? I was expecting a more robust library, especially with the launch of Peacock. I hope they add more titles. Train. That's certainly not what I'm looking for. Kung Fu Panda. Well, at least for now. It's so strange. I was expecting more DreamWorks animation and Illumination and entertainment titles. It looks like at launch they're mostly sticking to the NBC shows and Universal's movies. Not that, it's necessarily a bad thing. I like particularly Universal's movies. I mean, I personally know that I really need to get into watching more of Hitchcock's movies, and we've come across one or two titles that I personally recognize. I'm sure the people watching could recognize even more beyond what I am seeing here. So, yeah, so if you're I would say that if you're really into NBC shows or Universal's movies, I think you'll have enough to at least like start off with in terms of Peacock's reselection. I'm not even sure if it's like a premium thing, because if they had them under the premium section, you would at least see that purple premium mark. So yeah. Casino. Yeah, so maybe Peacock is considering adding these titles to the future. I mean, obviously, if we've learned something from the other streaming services, the thing about them is you can't expect every title right away due to licensing issues. There's also a good chance that even other streaming services like Netflix or even HBO Max may be holding onto one of the prior titles. Hey, it's Bobby from the future. So after I got done filming this video, I took a quick look at Netflix and HBO Max, and I wanted to see their DreamWorks Animation and Illumination Entertainment selection. And yeah, it turns out that both these services, Netflix in particular, have quite a bigger selection of those movies. So I think I personally think what's going on is maybe there's some kind of licensing deal with Netflix and HBO Max to carry the movies that you see on the screen. And if there is a contract that expires with Netflix and HBO Max, then maybe one of these days we'll see more of these movies come to Peacock. I'm not saying this to necessarily dissuade you from Peacock. It's just that I'm saying that I know that much of my audience is really into the DreamWorks and Illumination films, so I'm just throwing my 2 cents as to what I think is going on. So I know that a perfect example is like The Office won't be coming to Peacock until 2021 due to licensing. So I think for now, if you want your NBC sitcom fix, you're gonna have to stick closer to something like a 30 Rock or a Parks and Rec for now. So that is my first look at Peacock. I think I could kind of see why. It might be a good idea to start with just the free version, and it is legitimately free. It's just that you won't get access to every single piece of content, and also you will have to watch ads. I mean, not that I'm super against advertising. It's just that I know there's people out there where it really drives them crazy to see ads on like YouTube or a streaming service. So I'm just saying that just to kind of give you that, just letting you know. Oh, so yeah, so I think in terms of them starting out, like if you're a fan of NBC shows or Universal's movies, surprisingly, especially if you're a movie buff, I noticed there's quite a few classic movies and Alfred Hitchcock films in here. So if you're really into those films, I think you would you would definitely find something to watch. In terms of if you're into DreamWorks animation or Illuminations films, I think you'll find 1 or 2 shows or movies you'll recognize, but I was honestly expecting a more robust slate out of the gate. Now, of course, Peacock could add those movies in time. I really hope they do, because I know that I personally have some DreamWorks movies to catch up on, and I know much of my audience is also really into DreamWorks movies and into the Illumination franchises. So especially like, Illumination franchises, both DreamWorks and Illumination films do really well at the box office. So you would think that they would, at least some of them, maybe not all of them, because I'm sure some of them are tied up with other streaming services like Netflix or HBO Max. If you're into those movies, I'm just letting you know the current offerings are kind of on the slim side. But I think if you're into NBC shows or Universal's movies, or if you're movie buff with a strong interest in film, I think you'll find at least a couple options here. But I could understand why a lot of people may want to go with the free version to start with. And after seeing what I'm seeing here, personally, I think I'm also going to stick to the free boat as well, especially considering that I'm already paying up to use Disney Plus and HBO Max. So, all right, so that is my first impressions of the free version of Peacock. If you do have a Peacock premium subscription and it does turn out that they have even more titles beyond what I've seen here, let me know down below in the comments. And if you saw your favorite movie or TV show or have any recommendations for a review, again, I'm not going to be able to do reviews right away because I'm already tied up with other shows to check out. But maybe in the future I can do reviews. So let me know your thoughts down below on Peacock, the free version's launch period. And until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you all for watching. Hi everyone, thanks for watching this Blood Moon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos, and ring the bell to be notified about my latest uploads. Don't forget to follow me on social media for my latest opinions and video updates. I hope to see you next time.